Not to mention free refreshment.
Wow, how long has it been? At least a year? Maybe a year and a half or something? Well, Vex is still into second needed a break from animation after spending 8 months working on an episode that ended up being 2 hours long. And during that break, he was working on reviewing episodes of a show, but he's barely halfway finished with season 1. And if he had waited until he was done with those reviews to resume animating, we would be stuck in limbo for a lot longer. Wait, is that what happens when we aren't on screen? Not at all. Serena wasn't here last time and she was just fine. Because that bitch Jessie took my spot. And I'm sure Jessie said the same thing in episode 3 of season 1 about that bitch Serena taking her spot. That wouldn't surprise me. Well, let's not get too nasty here and just start the game. Alright, you're naturally on my team, Devin. Tom and Ed are against us. Devin is first, Tom is second, I am third, and Ed is fourth. Let's hope this goes better than last time. What do you mean? Oh, this is the first time Vex is still into second ever had to rewrite the script for an episode of this side series because Devin and I got smoked so hard it could have given us lung cancer. Why didn't he just have a second round like in... what was it, episode 4? That was fine back when the life points were at 8,000, but we doubled that. These episodes end up being around 30 minutes, and nobody wants to watch an hour of animated duels just because Vex is still into second is a fuck up. Remember DSP Teen Insanity 6? Of course you don't. You never watched it because it was 2 hours long. Then why doesn't Vex is still into second just randomize the tech recipes until everyone starts out with a good hand? Give this man a medal. I summon Gishki Abyss. When he is summoned, I get to search for a Gishki monster with 1000 or less defense except for himself. I add Gishki Shadow. Then I use Gishki Shadow's effect to discard him so I can search for a Gishki Ritual spell. I add Gishki Aqua Mirror. Then I use the effect of Gishki Vision to discard him so I can search for a Gishki Ritual monster. I add Evil Gishki Gust Kraken. Then I activate Salvage, which lets me add 2 water monsters with 1500 or less attack from my graveyard to my hand. I add Gishki Shadow and Gishki Vision. I use Gishki Vision's effect again to grab Evil Gishki Mind August. Are you done yet? Almost. I activate the ritual spell Gishki Aqua Mirror. Yay, we get to see a new summoning animation. I tribute monsters from my hand or field whose combined levels equal the exact level of any Gishki ritual monster and ritual summon it. I can also shuffle it into the deck from my graveyard to add a Gishki ritual monster from my graveyard to my hand. I tribute Evil Gishki Mind August to ritual summon Evil Gishki Gust Kraken. When she is ritual summoned, I get to look at 2 random cards in my opponent's hand and shuffle one into the deck. I select Tom. Either Fortune Lady Fire or Fortune Lady Light. See the cute little thumbnails? I choose Fortune Lady Light. Then I use the effect of Gishki Aqua Mirror to shuffle it in and grab Evil Gishki Mind August. I set a card and end my turn. I set a monster and end my turn. I summon Laval Magma Cannoneer. Reminds me of Machine Dramon. Twice per turn, I can discard a fire monster to deal you 500 damage. Now I activate Molten Conduction Field, which lets me send 2 lava monsters from my deck to my graveyard. I send Laval Volcano Handmaiden and Laval Lakeside Lady. Now when Handmaiden is sent to the graveyard and there is a lava monster in there besides her, I get to send a lava monster from my deck to the graveyard. I send another Handmaiden followed by Laval Flogus. Flogus? Seriously? What a ridiculous name. Well, when Flogus is sent to the graveyard, all my Laval monsters gain 300 attack. Now I use Magma Cannonier's effect to discard Handmaiden and deal you 500 damage. And with Handmaiden discarded, I send Laval Forest Sprite to the graveyard. Are you done yet? Almost. Since I have at least 3 Laval monsters with different names in my graveyard, I can use Laval Lakeside Lady's effect to banish herself and another Laval monster from my graveyard to destroy one of my opponent's set cards. I banish her and Forest Sprite to destroy Tom's set monster. First I use MST on Devin's face down. Then I summon Gimmick Puppet Scissor Arms. When he is normal summoned, I get to send a Gimmick Puppet monster from my deck to my graveyard. I send Gimmick Puppet Dreary Doll. Then I activate Junk Puppet, which lets me special summon a Gimmick Puppet from my graveyard. I special summon Dreary Doll in defense mode. That's my kind of doll. Once per turn, I can special summon her from the graveyard by banishing a Gimmick Puppet monster, but she can only be used as an Xyz material of a Gimmick Puppet monster. Then I activate Machine Duplication. I select one of my machine type monsters with 500 or less attack and special summon up to 2 copies from my deck. I special summon 2 more Dreary Dolls in defense mode. Now I overlay the 2 dolls to summon number 15, Gimmick Puppet Giant Grinder in defense mode. Twice per turn, during my main phase 1, I can remove a material from him to destroy a special summon monster on my opponent's field. Then if it was an Xyz monster, they take damage equal to its original attack. So how does Giant Grinder destroy monsters? By having anonymous gay sex with them? No, by force feeding them sandwiches. I remove a Dreary Doll to destroy evil Gishki Gust Kraken. I set a card and end my turn. I switch Gishki Abyss to defense mode. Then I summon Gishki Advance. Reminds me of Suigetsu. Once per turn, I can place a Gishki monster from my deck atop my deck. Then I discard Gishki Shadow to grab Gishki Aquamirror. I use Gishki Advance's effect to place Gishki Vision atop my deck. Advance, attack Scissor Arms. I activate the field spell Future Visions. When a monster is normal summoned, it is banished until that player's next standby phase. I summon Delta Flyer. Alright then. I summon Flamvel Fire Dog. When he destroys a monster in battle and sends it to the graveyard, I get a special summon a fire monster with 200 or less defense from my deck, except for himself. Fire Dog, attack Dreary Doll. I activate Dimensional Prison, which targets and banishes an attacking monster. Then I'll just kill it with Magma Cannoneer. Pass. I discard Gishki Vision to grab evil Gishki Soul Ogre. Then I summon Gishki Beast. And he's gone. I still get his effect though. When he is normal summoned, I get to special summon a level 4 lower Gishki monster from my graveyard in defense mode. I special summon Gishki Shadow. Then I activate Gishki Aquamirror. Since I'm ritual summoning a water monster, I can use Gishki Shadow as the soul tribute. So I tribute him to ritual summon evil Gishki Soul Ogre. I can discard a Gishki monster to shuffle one of my opponent's face-up cards into the deck. Tom, we are shred. Don't say it! I discard evil Gishki Mind August to shuffle in Gimmick Puppet Giant Grinder. Soul Ogre, attack Tom directly. Gishki Advance, attack him too. Lastly, I use the effect of Gishki Advance to place Gishki Abyss atop my deck. First Delta Flyer comes back. Once per turn, I can increase the level of another one of my monsters by 1. I tribute him to summon Fortune Lady Dark. I activate Soul Charge. I can special summon any number of monsters from my graveyard, but I lose 1,000 life points for each, and I can't conduct my battle phase that turn. With Rekindling limited, this card, also limited, makes an alright replacement. I special summon 2 Laval Volcano Handmaidens and 1 Laval Flogus. Then I activate Searing Firewall. I banish any number of Laval monsters in my graveyard to summon an equal number of Laval tokens in defense mode. I banish the 3rd Laval Handmaiden to summon 1. Then I set a card. Here we go. I tune Laval Magma Cannoneer and 1 Handmaiden to summon Laval Duels Slasher. When I have 2 or more Laval monsters in my graveyard, he can attack a second time if he attacks a defense mode monster. When I have 3 or more, he does pierce damage. Then I tune Flogus, Handmaiden, and the Laval token together to summon Laval the Greater. When he is synchro summoned, I discard 1 card. Why? What purpose does that serve? To get my Lavals in the grave. Yeah, but wouldn't you rather have them go from the field to the grave instead of your hand so you can have some field presence? And why would an effect that makes you minus like that be mandatory? Shut up. If he would be destroyed by a card effect, I can banish a Laval monster from my graveyard instead. Also, thanks to Flogus, they both gain 300 attack. I special summon Machina Cannon from my hand in defense mode by discarding any number of machine monsters. I discard Shadow Feeler to special summon him. Then Machina Cannon gains 800 attack for each. I banish Scissor Arms from my grave to summon Dreary Doll in defense mode. I overlay them to summon number 40, Gimmick Puppet of Strings. Once per turn, I can remove an Ix's material from him to place a string counter on all other face-up monsters on the field. Then during my opponent's next end phase, all monsters with string counters are destroyed and they take 500 damage for each. I remove Dreary Doll to place a string counter on Laval Duels Slasher, Laval the Greater, Gishki Abyss, Gishki Advance, and Evil Gishki Soul Ogre. But it's my turn next, not Serena's. That means she can't do anything to save Laval Duels Slasher. Yeah, that's the point. Tag duels are kind of a bitch like that, and you should be worried about your own monsters. Gimmick Puppet of Strings, attack Evil Gishki Soul Ogre. Gishki Beast returns to my field now. I shuffle in Gishki Aquamere to grab Evil Gishki Mind August. Then I summon Gishki Abyss. With his effect, I grab Gishki Shadow, then discard him to grab Gishki Aquamirror. Then I use the effect of Gishki Advance to place Gishki Shadow atop my deck. I overlay Gishki Advance and Gishki Beast to summon number 37, Hope Woven Dragon Spider Shark. Dragon Spider Shark? Yeah? So did they just pull a bunch of random words out of a hat when they named that? And did it really need 3 different animals in its name in sequence for that matter? Serena? Right, Devin, sorry. Go ahead and exposit. When any monster attacks, I can remove an Ix's material from him to reduce the attack of all my opponent's current monsters by 1,000 until the end phase. When he's destroyed and sent to the graveyard, I can special summon 1 other monster from my graveyard. Hope Woven Dragon Spider Shark, attack Gimmick Puppet of Strings, and I remove Advance to use his effect. Wow, Devin, you saved me! I mean, kind of. Laval the Greater could have saved himself. During my standby phase, Fortune Lady Dark comes back. Fortune Ladies gain a level during each of my standby phases, and their stats are equal to their level times a certain number. For Dark, it's 400. And thanks to her now being level 6, her stats become 2400. Whenever a Fortune Lady destroys a monster in battle and sends it to the graveyard, I get a special summon a Fortune Lady monster from my graveyard with Dark's effect. Then I equip Fortune Lady Dark with Bound Wand. Only a spellcaster monster with a level can be equipped to this. This gains attack equal to their level by 100. And when she is destroyed and sent to the graveyard by my opponent while equipped with it, I can special summon her. I summon Kato Bleepas and the Witch of Fate. Fortune Lady Dark, attack Gishki Abyss. With her effect, I special summon Fortune Lady Fire. She gains 200 attack times her level, which is 2. When she is special summoned in attack mode by the effect of a Fortune Lady monster, I get to destroy an opponent's monster and deal them damage equal to that monster's attack. I destroy weird stupid shark name thing. I use Spider Shark's effect to special summon Gishki Advance in attack mode. I summon Flamvel Fire Dog. This is really getting old. I'd love to slice your Fortune Lady Fire, but you're just gonna kill one of my Synchros with Dark and then burn us for more damage, so... Laval Duel Slasher, attack Ed directly. Since I took direct damage while Gimmick Puppet Shadow Feeler was in the graveyard, I get to special summon it in attack mode. What in the world? I thought this was a children's card game! Human Centipede. Nice. I take 1000 damage when he is special summoned this way. He can't be destroyed in battle, and if he's sent to the graveyard while he's in Ixie's material, he's banished. Wow, that is like the exact opposite of how pretty much every self-banishing revival card works. So not only do you take the direct damage from the first attack, you also get burned for 1000 damage, plus the damage from any subsequent attacks because you don't even get blessed with summoning the thing with 1000 attack and defense mode. Yeah, pretty much. Works for me. Laval the Greater, attack Shadow Feeler. I banish Gimmick Puppeter Strings to bring back Dreary Doll in defense mode. Then I overlay Dreary Doll and Shadow Feeler to summon Gimmick Puppet of Strings. Him again? Devin's just gonna find a way to save me again, you know. I'm not done yet. I Ixies evolve him into number 84 Pain Gainer in defense mode. That is a massive tarantula! How exactly did we go from puppets to spiders here? I can summon Pain Gainer by Ixies evolving a rank 8, 9, or 10 Dark Ixies monster with 2 or more materials on it. He gains defense equal to the combined ranks of every Ixies monster I control times 200. While he has Ixies material, my opponent takes 600 damage whenever they activate a spell or trap card. Once per turn, I can remove an Ixies material from him to destroy all my opponent's monsters with less defense than his. I remove Dreary Doll to do just that. I banish Handmaiden to protect Laval the Greater. Now I Ixies evolve Pain Gainer into, again, seriously? Pain Gainer into number 77, the 7 Sins! That spider is even bigger! And it's in blue fire. That's Laval the Greater's thing. I can summon the 7 Sins by Ixies evolving a rank 10 or 11 Dark Ixies monster. Once per turn, I can remove 2 Ixies materials from him to banish all of my opponent's special summon monsters and attach one of them to him as an Ixies material. I can't use this effect during the turn my Ixies evolved him though. Also, if he would be destroyed, I can remove an Ixies material from him instead. The 7 Sins, attack Laval the Greater. I set a card and end my turn. Gishki Abyss comes back. I switch him to defense mode. I can't stop the 7 Sins, but I can do this. I activate Gishki Aquamirror and tribute Gishki Shadow to ritual summon evil Gishki Mind August. Because huge teeth weren't enough, they decided to tack on spider legs. What is it with your deck and giving sea creatures spider legs? When he is ritual summoned, I shuffle up to 5 cards in any player's graveyard into the deck. I shuffle in Ed's 3 Dreary Dolls, my Salvage, and Serena's Soul Charge. Clever boy. Mind August, attack Fortune Lady Fire. Kato Bleepas and the Witch of Fate comes back. Okay, who in the Witch of what? Kato Bleepas, which I assume is the ram thing. Anyway, when my opponent special summons a monster, I can banish a monster with question attack from my graveyard to destroy it. And fun fact, this is the only card that supports monsters with question attack. Then Fortune Lady Dark gains a level. Kato Bleepas and the Witch of Fate attack Serena directly. Fortune Lady Dark attack Gishki Abyss. With her effect, I special summon Fortune Lady Fire from my graveyard. I destroy Evil Gishki Mind August and burn you for 2500 damage. And go ahead and get a little direct damage in by attacking Devin. That's a nice combo and all, but if Serena summons anything even remotely strong, she can potentially kill us off by attacking Fortune Lady Fire. Don't worry, Ed, I got that covered. I tribute Fortune Lady Fire to summon Fortune Lady Dark. Then I activate Fortune's Future. By sending a banished Fortune Lady to the graveyard, I get to draw 2 cards. I return the Fortune Lady Dark I just banished. Then I equip Kato Bleepas with Bound Wand. I set a card dead by turn. Alright, things are looking down for us, Devin. Flameville Fire Dog comes back. Now I summon Laval Lancelord. I can normal summon him without tributing, but he's destroyed during the end phase if I do. When he's destroyed and sent to the graveyard, I get to add one of my banished fire monsters to my hand. Well, you don't have to worry about that because he's getting banished by future visions. I don't think so. I activate Circle of the Fire Kings. By destroying a fire monster on my field, I get a special summon a fire monster from my graveyard. I destroy Lancelord to bring back Laval the Greater. And since this special summoning process is through another card, your stupid named witch ram thing can't use its effect to destroy him. Even if you could, Laval the Greater would just protect himself. Aren't you going to add one of your banished fire monsters because of Lancelord? Sadly, I can't. His effect misses the timing because him being destroyed wasn't the last thing to happen. What does missing the timing mean exactly? Just some bullshit to make this overly complex game even more overly complex and to cause ruling arguments at tournaments. Yeah. So Laval the Greater, destroy that monster that wishes it could destroy you. I bring her back in defense mode with Bound Wand. Flamebow Fire Dog, destroy her again. With Fire Dog's effect, I special summon Red Resonator in defense mode. When Red Resonator is normal summoned, I get a special summon a level 4 lower monster from my hand. But when he is special summoned, I get to gain life points equal to the attack of a monster on the field. I choose the 7 sins for a whopping 4,000 life point recovery. That would have been an amazing move, Serena, if it weren't for Solemn Strike. By paying 1,500 life points, I get to negate the special summon of a monster or the activation of a monster effect and destroy it. If you could do that, then why didn't you just do it when Flameville Fire Dog's effect activated? Less fun. Alright, I can respect that. Devin, I tried, but we're dead. I remove Gimmick Puppeter's Strings and Shadow Feeler to banish Laval the Greater with the 7 Sins effect. And I attach Laval the Greater to it as an Xyz material. The 7 Sins attack Devin directly. There's nothing I can do. Sorry. Hey, I knew we were dead the moment he brought that giant spider out. Before she kills you, Fortune Lady Dark's level increases. Fortune Lady Dark, attack Devin for the win! What a duel, what a duel. Yeah, I got to do a little less than everyone else, but that's fine. Devin ruined my play by shuffling in light on his very first turn. Get over it, Tom. Why do you think Gust Kraken is limited for? And besides, Tom, your field spell was more useful than you realized. Still, yeah, it was a good duel. I'll be honest, out of all the decks in this episode, Ed's was my favorite. Yeah, mine was my favorite too, Serena.